Did I scare you? It's Halloween. Figured I'd try. Anyway, good morning, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. So, quick little trading recap for us today. Today's Friday. I don't really like to do too many trades on Friday. I either lose a shit ton of money or either make a shit ton of money. And I don't like that. I like to be consistent. So, I like to make a small amount of money. That's what I'd rather do instead of make or lose a lot. So, today we traded Amazon. Amazon had a massive leg up from earnings. Amazon went up quite a bit after earnings reported yesterday, and we have a lot of companies that did that. Now, I traded Amazon this morning very briefly, and there's a stupid spike. It went from, I'll show you guys right here, it went from almost like a low of 226 to bang 251, which I'm surprised. Amazon is now declining. We're now seeing a decline in Amazon, and I got in right in the morning, and I got it right around around this price, I would say. And we called out an option in our group. We called out an option play for 110 entry. 110 entry on the Amazon 245 put expiring today. Now, I don't like to do same-day expirations. I'm not a big fan of that. And I'm watching it. Once again, I tell you guys to constantly reevaluate. We exited this at 150. It's currently at 154. It's still going up, though. It's going up. Amazon is holding around 246, and we'll see how this plays out. But I don't like to go against big companies with positive earnings, and Amazon's not a company I like to go against. And puts are definitely not beginner market strategy, even if you're just doing like a simple put. But we were able to make a 36% gain on that put, and we would have had actually a 100% gain if it would have gone all the way, because it actually went up to $2 at one point, a little bit over $2, I should say. But it's holding around 149, 150 right now. I'm looking at it, and it's always good to just reflect and look back. Now, there's still a lot of time in the day. There's a ton of time in the day. But Friday is a very weird day. I don't like to really get too active in the movements. We do have a few positions open that are not doing so good. So I have a couple positions that I need to go up. We're recovering on some. I want to see a good, a decent recovery in the market tomorrow, because market is still digesting things, and I think people are understanding that this FOMC and everything that's going on is a lot of uncertainty. Uncertainty can actually make the markets go down more than things going up. Then even though there was a Fed rate cut, the Fed rate cut was done to help the market out, in my opinion, and there still is a lot of uncertainty. However, what I will say is that I do see some positive trends with certain companies like Microsoft, Google. I think these companies will do strong. I think Amazon will hold. Amazon is holding around 246 right now, so the decision to cut was a good one. It's at 150, 152, 154 right now, so you always want to look back and see what you want to do. I had a bad entry on that one, but I called it at 110. But I'm glad that the group was able to make money. I'm glad that everybody in the private community was able to look at that, reflect on that, understand that, and then leverage that into their trading and their what they want to do. So once again, not financial advice. Do not take my trades. Do not copy my trades. Do not do what I am doing, especially shorts, because it's very high risk. But I want you to learn from what I'm teaching you guys and get information every day. So another thing, people were asking about Netflix shorts, or Netflix in general. Now, Netflix had a stock split, and very simply, stock splits are just done, in my opinion, to allow people to have better entry positions and better entry prices. People feel good when they buy shares. Some brokerages are still old school, where they only allow you to buy shares and not fractional. So Netflix is, if you had a 10 shares, a one share of 1,000 of Netflix, now you have 10 shares. So there's going to be a stock split on Netflix, and let's see here. Let me see the exact split. They're doing 10 for 1 stock split happening soon. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so great. Gonna have no effect. I think Netflix retraced certain positions back because they were up. Stock splits do push the company up to some degree. Okay, they push the company up in terms of people are saying, "Oh, the company's doing so well, the stock is doing so well, we're splitting." But it's not gonna really change too much. It's only done to allow you to have better entry for certain positions. Now, look, Amazon. Back to Amazon. Now, I know I'm talking a lot about Amazon. Amazon is going back up. Amazon is back up, and it is great that I got out at the entry, the position that I did. It's very, very good. I'm very, very happy about that. And Yeah, it is back to the original call price of what we got in for. And I like to do these quick plays just to get our guys some juice. I like to get some juice during the day. I like to make a little bit of money. Palantir is holding so well. It is doing very well. I'm not going to challenge Palantir too much. I don't know why I did before. It's just too strong. It's holding it over 200, and it's very, very bullish. A lot of these companies are doing good. Tesla had a nice recovery today. A little bit of recovery, which is good for our position in Tesla. Let's see here. What's the Tesla at? Tesla, nice recovery. Quite a bit. Tesla's up 3%. Not bad. And yeah, overall, when you're trading stocks in the market, I think I say this to a lot of people, you don't need to know everything about the market. You don't need to understand every single thing that goes on. You need to have a good understanding of what you want to trade. Now, these tech companies, like big tech reported earnings, they're very, very, in my opinion, I don't want to say overvalued, but they're pushing up. These are very bullish. And it's not necessarily the best position to enter in all the time when these companies are just pushing, pumping, I want to get a good deal. I want to get a good entry. I want to get a good reversal. I want a company to drop. So I may start looking at other sectors or other markets. That's just me. Another news, WBD. We traded WBD last week. I don't even know what it was at. What did we trade WBD for? The options call. What did we originally sell it for? We had an 80%. 21.5 is our call for WBD. Would have been up a bit. I think I got in at 0.2. It's at 0.96 now. That's a 300% gain. It's very, very good. Very, very good. So happy to see that. People still held. I mean, I exited, and I let people know that I exit positions. So that's something I did. But always good to retrace your positions and see what's going on. Oracle, I think Oracle will do well. I think Google will go up. I still have a lot of time on the contracts that I have. One thing I do is I give myself a little bit of time on the contracts. I give myself 2 weeks on the swings I do. And the reason is because if things don't play out 1 week, they typically play out the next week. And I look for that long term a little bit with a lot of the positions that I take. Like Tesla, for example, we did a swing on Tesla, and we still have a lot of time on that swing in Tesla. So if I had set it to this week, it would have been crushed. And Tesla did get crushed a little bit this week. Now, I'm not a big proponent of Tesla. I like Tesla as a car. I think Tesla's cool. But I don't think the stock is where it should be. I think Tesla should be closer to 300. That's just my opinion. But there's such a strong market sentiment about Tesla. Tesla this, Tesla that. And Elon is a motherfucking dog at marketing. So Tesla's been doing really good. And yeah, we are pushing up on that. Market, I hope market recovers. I hope market gets a nice recovery here. Amazon, wow. Hats off to Amazon. Apple also doing very, very well. Let me see where Apple is at. I'm pretty sure that Apple did well. Oh no, Apple is okay. Apple, I don't want to say that Apple doesn't miss, but Apple's been crushing it. Huge sell-off in Apple, okay, in the morning. Huge sell-off. I should have put that instead of Amazon, honestly. I should have that instead of Amazon. That was my fault. I went against Amazon, but I wouldn't have gone. I'm not a big fan of going against Apple either. Apple now seeing a recovery is under support here for its main stock, so I might do a call on Apple here. But then again, Apple's at the same position that it was at. Okay, so we might do a call here on Apple. Let's see. Apple growing very nicely though. Last 3 months, Apple has grown 30%. Last month, Apple has grown 5%. And this week, we've seen just this week, we've seen a 4.36% gain. But Apple is under its projected levels, in my opinion. I think Apple should be around 272 right now. It is at 270. So we may, if Apple continues to sell off, or there is signs of recovery, I may jump into Apple here. But we shall see. We shall see. So little trading recap for you guys, but I'm not trying to get into too many more trades today. It's a very, very choppy market, very uncertain. I don't really know where things are going. And this is the thing about trading. You can never predict the future. You can only, in effect, react to it or react with it. So we got to be smart with what we do. But I hope this video was helpful, guys. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys for checking out my channel and for hanging out a little bit. Till next time, till Monday, I should say. Peace.